Welcome to the top of St Neots Parish Church Tower. This is a short video that shows you the view completely round the top of the tower on the day that we open the tower for visitors between 10 AM and 2 PM. We look forward to seeing you, some of you, in the course of the day. What you're seeing at the moment is the view looking east from the top of the tower, so looking down on the modern flats that are on the site of the old Hall Place, a great house that was demolished nearly 250 years ago, but was one of the chief points of old St Neots. As we look further east, what you're seeing, of course, is the Sandfield Roads area and some of the industrial estates on Cromwell Road, and then just before the horizon, the houses of Love's Farm and the building works at Wintringham. If we just turn to look slightly more to the north, you'll be able to see shadowy in the distance the wind turbines turning at Gravely, as well, of course, as Longsands School in the nearer foreground, and the area up above Priory Park. Priory Park itself, of course, the trees are very visible close by in this area here. We've moved now to the north side of the tower. The Swifts are in residence beneath us, so they may come across the picture at some point in this video. You can see there again all the trees of Priory Park, and in the foreground Huntingdon Street, and the white building with the red roof that is the old assembly rooms that we of course know as the former Beals department store. Coming a bit straighter into view, we've got the tower and spire of the United Reformed Church, and immediately behind that in the same line we have Paynes Mill. And then over to the left of them there is St Neots Common with the cattle grazing on it and a Biffa lorry driving towards us across the common. The river you can see in its splendour going across the edge of the common behind the bushes, but there is no easy view of the river itself from up here. Still on the north side, we can look down on the War Memorial, on the old St Mary's School, which has been St Neots Voluntary Welfare Association for the last 50 years or so, and then parts of the High Street as they work their way towards the marketplace. We can also see the old telephone exchange and the Waitrose supermarket at the left of picture here. That Waitrose supermarket, of course, is on part of the site that was once the St Neots Priory from the late 11th century through until the Reformation in the 16th century. None of it remains above ground now. Coming around now to the west side of the tower, we're looking down on the brand new houses that are just over the wall behind the War Memorial and the church rooms, and at the back of Brook House. You can see also some of the old sheds that are still in place in that area, and as we look further over you can see the marketplace with its green trees and the old Falcon just peeping out over the roofs of the other old brewery site, which of course is now so many different developments, flats and more on the south side of the marketplace. As we look further into the distance you can see the mill on Dulow Hill, and the horizon out there is up beyond Bushmead out towards Bolnhurst. Eaton Ford, of course, is on the other side of the river, and as we continue round you will begin to see the view moving into the water tower on Bushmead Road and towards Eaton Soken Village itself. There in the distance is Eaton Soken Village, and also of course a lot of the wonderful riverbanks that we enjoy from the town centre upstream towards the lock at Eaton Soken. You can see some boats there on the river, you can see the Amesbury Bowling Green, and in the horizon you're looking out more towards Bedford at this point. Now on the south side we're looking down to the vet surgery and Adlam's Opticians and the development at the steam mill, and on to Navigation Walk, and there's Amesbury Church coming into view. And further south as we look beyond the Connie Gear, we've got the development that we call Amesbury Manor, including the marina, and then over to the left of them you can see the two chimneys of the modern gas-fired power station, as well as one or two other connected industrial concerns. The horizon that we're seeing at this point is partly the Greensand Ridge, which is down at Everton, and partly just the high ground on the way to Abbottsley. We've also got a lovely view down to Waterside Court on the banks of the Henbrook, and you can see there a lot of the trees of that lovely green corridor that we have up along the Henbrook. And you can hear the bells below us, a war memorial in 1919, chiming the time. It is in fact 10:15. In 15 minutes time we will be open for visitors. And we finish our circuit by looking down on the church roof itself, with the small sacring bell in the coat that's on the middle of the roof, just next to the turret that is the stairwell that goes up from beside the nave altar in church. And as you can see, there's a choir member arriving with his robes for singing in choir practice a little later. And before we finish, let's just remind ourselves of the pinnacles close up, all four of them, and the stonework, how beautifully detailed it is beneath those pinnacles. It's a great place, the top of our tower, and we've really enjoyed having this opportunity to show it to you. No view of the tower would be complete without noticing that the roof was restored in Coronation Year. God save the Queen. It's been great to welcome you up here in this Jubilee weekend celebration. I hope you've enjoyed the view. Bye for now.